Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome to In the Shadows with this incredible, cool cast of people. This is a 4 episode miniseries hosted at Pantsless Tables. Um, our first game since the big charity stream, which was like 2 weeks ago. So we work fast. Um, uh, we this show is a like I said, 4 episode miniseries set in a magical steampunk city, following a group of 4 adventurers who are trying to clear their parents' name. I've written that 4 times now, so I know it off the top of my head. I didn't even have to read it because that's how quick the brain maths is working. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce. Surprisingly, I am not a player in this game, which has not happened in a very long time. So I'm excited to just sit back, relax, and watch a really cool show do the cool things that they do. And yeah, I will see you on the other side. Introducing the DM, Laura, also known as Bard. Fantastic, epic, cool things on the way. Steve out.
Thank you so much, Steve. As he already said, hi, I'm Laura. You can also call me Bart, and I'm here with my wonderful players, which I'm so thankful for to be able to host. Let's take it from the top. Adi, what do you have to say about yourself?
There are many things that could be said about this personage, but let us keep it sane and sanity. What? No, overrated. Hello, people of the internet. I'm Adi MK. I do a lot of things. I try and finish doing things, but I'm still working on that part. But I'm looking to make graphic novels. I play a lot of TTRPGs because I love role playing other people because, hey, it's not escape if you are actually being there in the moment in another person's shoes. So let's do this. I am playing. So this is actually the first time I'm remembering to do part of my character introduction as part of the introduction in any of the streams that I've done on Pantsless Tables. So, like, level up, right? But I'm going to be playing drummer. Drum is an orc. He's 15 years old, big boy, but he's a sweetheart. You get to decide. The drum is done.
I believe there's nothing more to add to that. Thank you so much. Let's go one step further. Dan, are you with us?
Oh, I'm here.
Wonderful. Tell us something about yourself.
Hi, I'm Dan Pixel, they, them. I'm a Let's Play streamer and TTRPG content creator over on the Clock app. If you're wondering why you can't see my face today, it's because there's a hole in my apartment ceiling. It is dripping water, and I may be losing my mind a little bit. So you get today the light up image of the plush room. TikTok people will recognize the plush room. They're wearing a fun, jaunty hat to help them through the trying times. And I will be playing Rain Claremont, a orphaned human ranger. This is uncommon. I don't play rangers and I don't play humans. But she is a bit more devout, big fan. She's somewhat religious. She was raised in an orphanage that had a bit of a religious vibe to it, and she's a true believer. Also, something I never play.
Well, you see, party people at Pantsless table, people find the true belief. Kenzie, let's go. What's happening?
I am Kenzie Tartaglione, she, her pronouns. I run a podcast called Queer PG, which is a TTRPG podcast that's focused on playing games by queer designers with queer casts. And I will be playing Callus, or Cal, who is a Furbolg cleric. And they are also a 10-year-old orphan child. Yep.
Sounds just what you need in life. Orphans. So, and last but not least, at least in this round, Kumi. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Kumi. You can find me over at Kumi Curiosities. My pronouns are she, her. I play a lot of TTRPGs on The Pigeon Killers, which is a channel I'm one of the founders of. I also run a little D&D store here in India where we sell a lot of dice and different sorts of merch. Currently, the other channel that I've been streaming on is the Lore Mistress. Do check them out on Sunday. It's damn fun. But today I have come to play a slightly broken down babysitter bot that was procured by some of the elder children a couple of maybe years ago. They found me off a dock. Perhaps I fell out of a shipping cart, but brought me back home. Our parent was extremely proud to have some form of homunculi assistance, but let's just say leaving a toy around children can lead to a couple of variations of what that toy becomes over the generations. So right now, I am slightly broken down, but I have fascinating new skills. Um, my name is Crawley. I am here to assist the children and ensure their safety. Let's see where this goes. But first, the one that is supposed to be looking after us all and would be paying for my menting expenses is not at home anymore. So I hope at least to return them here before I have to take full charge of this orphanage, which is probably not in my capabilities. But Crawley looks like a little robot child of sorts that can transform into a variety of animals that started off as party tricks, but to defend against childhood mischievousness, I had to fortify myself.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Noe won't be able to join us today due to connection issues. We will be seeing them next episode, but they will be playing Rue, the let's just say slightly traumatized butcher boy with very traditionally organized parents who want them to take over the family business. Not a good vibe for a very sensitive boy. Yeah. What else? I believe that would be all. My dear players, are we ready to start?
Yes.
Let's go.
Then I want to take you with me. Because if you listen closely, down there in the distance, you can hear the steam machines rolling. It's the sound you hear by day, by night. It's as familiar to you as your own heartbeat. And sure, the city of Losaris is really prospered since the invention of the steam machine. Everything is wonderful. Everything is great for the upper city, not for you. Because while we have the upper city with all the wonderful technology and the riches and the Victorian vibes, and oh my gosh, we're so wonderful, and all the wonderful things that they have come from the hard works of you, the workers down in the harbor district, where the gears grind and the steam hisses through the labyrinth alleys in the underbelly of society. You hear the clatter of machinery day and night, and the shadows of the towering factory are home to you. Life is cheap, and secrets are currency. And this place is not a good place for a child. Let's be honest. This place is not a good place for a child. So we found a bunch of children on the street. And because we don't know where to take these wonderful children, the Church of the Holy Clockwork installed the Orphanage of the Missing Wheel, where all the poor unfortunate souls who lost their, well, not their value, they can still find their place in society and be of use. Yeah, this society is not nice. But hey, you gotta survive if you're gonna survive. Ain't pretty down here. But at least there is a place. Most of the time it's warm. Sometimes even the sour rain doesn't come in through the roof. And it's the closest thing most of you know to home. Because home is where your family is. And even though you lost your parents in different ways, some of you remember it, some of you don't. That's fine, because in this orphanage there has always been your parent, Miko. Miko is gender fluid. Miko doesn't care if you call them or she or he, mother, father, anything. Miko has always been there. He has been there for your worries, has been there for your tears, has been there for your crisis of faith. But one wonderful morning, you wake up by a commotion outside the door. What do you think? Who is the easiest to wake up from the bunch of you? Okay, the mechanical druid. Take it away. What happens?
I assume this could get a little sad, but at times we have found a wayward basket with a babe in it at the door. So I study myself for the procedures that we go through to introduce someone new to the house. But perhaps instead it could be someone here ready to adopt another unfortunate soul. I open the door, ready to welcome whoever might be there.
It's not a basket. It's not a. I mean, nobody really ever comes here to adopt somebody, let's be honest. But it's not the big maybe we all dream of. It's the police.
Hello, law enforcement.
May we speak to an intelligent sentient being?
Oh, a shot as soon as you come. Did not expect that. I will find someone with more life in them. Children? And I look for one of the older children to come assist me. Well, yes.
Rain's definitely going to be one of those. It's early, so she hasn't like put on her sort of. No, I'm not going to say proper. Rain has salvaged her entire wardrobe from the throwaways and the junk piles, so they're not like terribly stained, but they're all somewhat fancier clothes. So she has like this like pillbox velvet hat. She's got this like proper waistcoat, but they're all beat to hell. But so it's early, so she hasn't like properly suited up yet. So she's still in the process of putting up her hair in what would pass as high fashion if she really was skilled at it. It's about as good as she can do for not having the training or the equipment. But yeah, she's got big dark hair and very like odd yellow eyes. Human otherwise, but she's up and about, and she sees you come back in. What is it? What's the matter?
It seems that the local law enforcement is at the door. They do not wish to speak to me. They wish to speak to someone with a little more life. Would you care to assist me here?
Of course. I'm sorry. They shouldn't have said that to you.
It's okay. Warforged rights will come about one day. Come. And I'll lead you to the door. Are you feeling a little chilly? Shall I get you a shawl?
Oh, no, thank you.
Well, I hope they have. I hope none of the young ones have gotten into trouble again.
We can only hope. Officers, what seems to be the problem here?
When you open the door, you see one officer talking to the other. You cannot talk to a warwatch like this. You can't do this. What's going on with you? Not okay. We are here to see the leader of this orphanage.
Of course. May I ask what about?
We might have some information that could prove delicate.
I can certainly go and fetch them for you. Is this serious?
Nothing to worry your little head about.
Very well. I'll go find them. Wait right here. Where would
Miko be?
Where would Miko be? Yeah.
Miko would probably be in the back and making breakfast for the whole crew. Probably with the help of some of the older and or more mature kids. Maybe is that where we pick off Adi and not Adi, Adi's character and Kenzie's character.
True. And Kel. Oh yes, they must be getting ready for morning mass, perhaps. It's usually when we get together to pray. Excuse us. The individual you're seeking could be perhaps behind. Let us go retrieve them for you. And I go and start waking the children up, whoever might be sleeping, and say, come with me. I think there is something serious unless we are being gathered at the back.
Something like that is the thing that Miko always wants you to do if something happens. Because right now Miko is in the back preparing for morning mass, yes, but also preparing the breakfast for the around 20 children resident living here right now. I promise I can speak English. Cal, how would you be helping them?
I think Cal is standing up on a stool by one of the larger countertops. Cal is a furbolg who is light blue-gray in coloring with a bright pink cow-like nose, floppy ears. The left one is a little bit shorter. It looks like it was torn at the edge. And it pops out. They pop out from these big, thick purple curls. And they're standing, trying to push their long curls out of their face as they stir in a big bowl. Something they were directed to do by Miko.
Yeah, I mean, you're responsible for the morning porridge. It's a very important role you have there.
They take it very seriously.
Of course. What else? While you're stirring the pot, Adi, what would your character do?
Call me stirring pot, cause Drum be chopping up the onions. Yes, that's what Drum does. He'd be finishing chopping a whole bunch, and then, go and drop it all into the big hole. But that's what needs to be starved. Drum thinks so. And he coughs because he's still embarrassed because he's going through a very late puberty. So sometimes his voice cracks.
So,
Drom is an albino orc, 15 years old, already 6'3" in height and quite broad as well. He is dressed in dark reds and blacks. There's a bit of very gangster-looking leather with some massive pauldron kind of situation as well. But it's all functional because, of course, he is unarmored. The rest of it is chiseled or elite figure is already wrapped in bandages because he is a goddamn barbarian. And he don't tell anyone. In the orphanage, I put my axe under my bed because I don't fit on it. Drum too big. Drum sleep on floor.
and you feel Miko stepping behind you, patting you on the back. Yeah. At least take a blanket so you won't get cold. Miko.
Drum try.
Miko is a quite tall, half-elven person. You all know them as Miko, but they use like any pronouns, any like parental names, mother, father, parent, anything. They're cool with it. Short brown hair, a bit curly too. Always carries around some like satchels full of different leaves. It's like one of the pet peeves. They collect all like leaves they love. If you like find a cool leaf from Miko, you might get extra pudding. And on top of the kitchen, right there in the corner, is a beautiful, really beautifully worked cage with a mechanical bird sitting in it, singing all the time. Like the singing is the sound of home to you until the police comes in and they speak to Miko. First, it's quiet, so the children who are in the back won't have to hear it, and then it gets a tiny bit louder. Miko makes a calming gesture in your direction. It's okay. The gentlemen just want to take me with them to talk. Ain't that right, gentlemen? And the police is just a talk. Standard procedure, really. You're gonna have a probably back in the morning, kids, one way or another. And your parent goes with them, and that was yesterday. And today, one of you gets an old newspaper that has been read over and over and over again, ripped half into pieces, laying on the street, but it's the only thing you can get. And you see on the title page that the son of the monarch has been murdered, and your parent has been declared the murderer and is to be hanged 3 days from now.
Could I do we know anything about the son of the monarch? So I'm assuming they all stay in the upper city?
They are from the upper city, yeah.
Got it. And are the people fond of them?
Actually, a lot of like the monarch family is not evil. They're just very, very ignorant. Like They come
Absolutely.
down here from time to time, build a new building that could be good for everybody, like a church or an orphanage, throw away with gold coins without knowing that they just throw off the delicate balance of the underbelly by a whole fucking margin, and feel great about themselves.
And do we know their name, the son's name?
That was Thomas. Prince Thomas is dead.
Prince Thomas. Hey, damn. Just a couple of like setting questions. How long would it take for us to go up to the upper city? If we were to think of when did they go have the time to travel to the upper city to carry this out? How much time would it take, and how could they have gone?
I mean, you could go up in like that's half a day, and you would be in the upper city. The problem is they wouldn't let you in.
Got it.
Because for the upper city you need a citizenship, and you get a citizenship by living in the upper city.
Seems kind of cyclical and really hard to break in, huh?
Ah!
It yeah, so it's the next morning, and ever since picking up this news, Rain has just been sort of like quietly praying with her little pendant, which is just a cog. Like it's a very, very thin tin, probably like 2 cents on the street cog. That's just her holy symbol, and she's just been like quietly praying with it.
Even more so because it doesn't make any sense for you. Like, Miku did their part in society. There were a clock in the machine.
Yeah.
Why should this happen? Why would the big clockwork let this happen?
Big clock in the sky.
John
There's a big
John would not have gone to sleep after that happened. John would have been walking all about, back and forth. He's doing his best, doing John's best to not get angry. But I think at some point he would have just collapsed, and like he just kind of perched, kind of like one foot is like in front of the door, but he's kind of just.
So we have a sleeping albino orc who's completely out of it. Cool.
I mean, he wouldn't have slept. So, like, he would have been spent most of the night, but he's a growing lad, and growing lads need sleep. So at some point he would have just fell asleep.
Since Miku hasn't been here for a day right now, Crawley starts by first preparing breakfast for all the children before calling 3 of the children aside to have a discussion. Now, she looks at all of you and goes, have you noticed anything particular about Miko in the last couple of days? Because this sort of accusation is something I would never expect from her.
John, didn't you see Miko leave? Miko's here, right?
Nor I can't think of anything. It seemed as normal as any other days leading up to this. I mean, how would they have had the time to get out, and how do they... something is deeply wrong.
What means that?
I don't know.
This go looks. This be too long.
I know that we aren't supposed to do this, and there are clear rules, and I have prevented you from doing this earlier as well. But might I suggest we have a look around our parents' room and see if perhaps there's a note where they were threatened into doing something like this, or if not anything else, some way to see if they made their way to the upper city.
No.
No?
No.
Cal, I know I commend you on holding true to your values and refusing to do something improper, but
He said we can't go in there, so he can't go in there.
While I understand where you're coming from, and we could simply trust that this is the design and it will all work out, I am of the belief that nothing can be gained without the effort done first. And this is an abnormal situation, and I believe that I think we would have his forgiveness.
What means that, dear?
Cal goes and stands in front of the door and puts their arms out to prevent anybody from walking by.
Cal, you know what this time would be really good for? To sit down for a little prayer. How about that?
Kyle's already the position.
What would I be praying for?
Maybe Niku's wellness? That they're all right?
I mean, couldn't we just go to the police and check on them?
It's always good to have one smart one in the group.
Well, it's like Drum said, right? Drum heard a joke, right? Joke was no, it was alright, but it was about someone who was trying to win something called a lottery, but he kept praying, and then God finally just came down and said, "Fucking buy a ticket." And drum thing, action, good.
Cal has put forth at least a alternative option.
That's true.
An
Now,
action is an action.
I haven't really been out in the city for a long time, having dealt with the house, but would one of you perhaps know their way through the streets to lead us to the police station?
Yeah.
Drum could do that, Crawley.
That's
Or Drum.
good. Yes, I'm a little concerned, though, Cal. Why do you know the streets so well? Have you been sneaking out? Is that why you're coming back with such dirty clothing?
God, a lot of can't go the stuff.
I know the way.
Good to know. Good to know. And do you have any other friends that would be feeding you a couple of tidbits if anything were to happen on the streets?
No.
Okay.
Well, John could. John thinks he knows someone we could, goes and asks for him.
At that club you've been working at, you do know how much we dislike that you're working at that club.
Whoa, Crowley, the black one, just be,
He'll take out a piece of paper.
Black Velvet is a adult playground that lets people session their desires. That's what it says. It's a good time. Even adults need to play, Crowley. It's fun.
I do not want to know what you're playing there. But
I just don't play. I just card. Drum just card.
Drum, the last couple of nights that you've been there, has anyone made mention of a possible attack on the prince?
Well, DM, would Drum have known? Because many people underestimate Drum because Drum looks dumb. But he's Drum. Drum dumb, but Drum not stupid. He listens. He has lots.
I would say roll me a history check to see if you remember something.
With Sulensteins, I can't even go and smoke a cigarette for some sick concentration. Oh,
I rolled a 14, so a 13, dear.
Ah, wonderful. I mean, you hear a lot of people going in and out. You hear a lot of people saying very interesting stuff doing this. You don't really know about the whole thing with the pig and the honey and the whatever. Anyway, you remember like there is this street gang that's like keeping the streets friendly. And they are called the Clockworks. And you notice that a few more of them has been visiting the mistress lately. And I mean, in the Lower City, it's like saying monarchy should die is like saying good morning and good night. But they said it in a tone of voice that sounded like not like a saying, but like a plan. If you would see them again, you would know who they were.
Drum think he could ask Mistress Lilith for some details that I couldn't develop. I
So your first
do you
is
want
going to be the BDSM club?
Drum to go to the Black Velvet, Crawley? It's a fun adult playhouse.
You're not an adult.
No, it's not adult. I don't go inside. I go up to the bar. Drum goes up to the bar sometimes because Mistress Lilith makes sure that I get a good big glass of apple juice. Damn, it's good apple juice.
I do like apple juice.
if nothing else, Drum has
Yes,
friendlier
Drum, Drum
acquaintances.
is good.
That is true. So the two places that
Drum, but it's Drum.
so the three possible
Drum.
places we could look for information is first in Miko's room, which of course some of us don't want to go enter. At it. The second would be the police station, where we could perhaps look for the officers we met yesterday. And the third, perhaps the mistress at the Black Velvet? Is it Black?
Black Velvet. Adult triggered for many windows. I don't think they have good PR.
Well, like I said, they do seem to at least be the friendliest, given that we have a friendly face with us. And, well, there's no sense waiting around here anymore. The cogs will turn for those that wind the clock, so maybe we should go.
Is late?
So where are you heading?
Perhaps the police station first. They did take Miko yesterday. So sorry. In the newspaper article that we read in the morning, did it mention that Miku's been put in like a prison cell in the upper city or anything like that? Yes. Oh, so okay. So
Well, in the high security custody
the high security.
for a dangerous individual with anarchic tendencies. Like they made a whole political shtick out of it.
Maybe they still allow visitors.
Did they allow a phone call? A free sending? One free sending?
What Carl said.
Perhaps like, is there a court case set? Will Miko not even have an opportunity to plead their case?
Oh yeah, that happened yesterday.
Oh no.
They were really fast.
Yeah, how about that? So we should roll them.
Okay, so to ask the rest of the party, how explorative are you? Do we skip the gathering of information and focus on getting to the upper city immediately? Like securing a pass to the upper city, maybe false identities.
If you give Cal a job outside of the house, then you can get into that room.
Oh! So Cal, what has been your biggest desire? Is there any job that you're aspiring to grow into?
I could get in smaller places. But I don't want to go to the club.
No, why not, Carl?
I want to stay as far away from there as possible. But
That's perfectly all right.
Thank you.
All right.
Carly is looking with such model student eyes.
What if I tried to go and see the police that took him, but not in the place that he's in now? That I could ask what happened.
We could talk to the local constable if we could.
Yeah, or I could pretend that I don't know that he's in jail and that I'm gonna file a missing persons report.
Oh, Carl's so smart. That's amazing.
I could do it.
Definitely try.
Of course you could. Oh,
You can go on
Drum
ahead.
help.
I'll make sure that the rest of the children here are looked after.
Okay, do I have to meet you guys somewhere?
I love
Well,
that everyone was just like, yeah, leave the house so we can get into this room.
Hey,
Let's
I
send the
never.
10-year-old to the police station.
I'll go. I don't care. I'll go. Are we meeting? So should I come back?
Yes, just come back here.
Okay.
Drum, are you going with them?
if Cal wants, I could tag along. Drum could tag along, right?
That's okay.
Okay.
No, I bet that's okay. You could come.
Oh, okay.
Jerome, in case they don't allow you into the police station, perhaps you could visit the mistress and ask her for any information.
Drum could do that. When Drum gets Cal back from police station, Drum will go. Drum not want to make people uncomfortable. Drum go. It's a good place for employment, though. They pay wages really well. Sorry, my voice is still broken. Drum apologizes.
So, what's the plan?
Cal gets their
It's
little
all on
bag.
you, Cal.
Cal gets
So-
their little bag, and
So your parent is disappearing and you're splitting the party to go to the police and to the BSM club, but the rest of you break into the room of your parent. Okay.
It's an opportunity to do
Yay.
everything we couldn't do before.
Yeah, I see. No cats and mouse
Crawley.
table.
Always knew Crawley had another side. Crawley.
So, Cal, you get your little bag. What you packing?
let's see here. I take all the little. The bag is pre-packed. Cal is always ready to go, and so they have their bag with like all the little tchotchkes in it, and then they have a little crossbow that they strap across their shoulders, and then they have their tools, the little thieves' tools, and that would be what was in the bag.
Thief tools. If
I'm
the
just
parent
gonna-
knew about that.
Crawley is just going to pack a little like lunch for both of them and add a tiny piece of cheese for little mouse.
You see, as soon as you come back into the kitchen, out of like the tiny little vest pocket of Cal's clothes, there's a little nose that peeks out, and there's a little brown mouse. Yeah, okay. Here's the cheese.
Talking about pets. Drum, where's Mojo?
On hackles raised, like, Jack Russell Terrier kind of sneaking up on the rat. And then Drom just kind of sees this and just,
Mojo. Why you do this? Why you do this? This is not what we agreed on.
I don't know. And he kind of just sits on his bum and like little sags his head a little bit. As, like,
This is not what we agreed on.
Yeah, it's a running thing that Mojo tries to eat the little brown mouse. What's her name again?
Mouse.
You leave Mouse alone.
Stay away.
Drum, sorry, Cal. Drum thought Drum trained Mojo well, but Drum need quality assurance work needed. Right?
Cal taps Mojo on the nose like 3 times. Stay away.
Oh. There's no point in acting all guilty now. Take your punishment like a man.
Ah!
Also, feel free to cry if you want. You cry enough, Mojo.
So the two of you get out on the streets. As soon as you get out
Oh,
there, you want to do something else?
No, Drum just wants to get ready.
Sorry, once again.
Drum just wants to get ready.
Oh, what does Drum pack? Yeah, that's right. That's important.
Drum takes his axe that is called Betsy because Betsy was written or carved into Betsy. So Betsy is Betsy. Betsy's a big old great axe, two-handed, that he pulls out Drum pulls out from under Drum's bed. Undone, the next thing that Drum takes is from under Drum's pillow. Drum pulls out his flute and he puts it in his little flute bag, puts that on, and Drum is ready. Mojo, stay. That's your punishment.
So
Now be a
Mojo
good
stays
dog.
behind. Mojo stays behind.
No. He's got to learn. He's got to learn.
So Mojo stays behind. So out of the door go Kel, Drum, and Mouse. Wonderfully. Where do you go?
Head right. Direct shot, straight shot to the station to talk to the cops.
So you want to talk to the cops?
Like the cops that arrest. I assume that there are multiple, and this could be a wrong assumption. I'm assuming there are multiple police stations in the city, and so I'm just going to the nearest one.
Mm-hmm. So that would be one that's with you in the underbelly. It's mostly there so people can say we have a police station.
I see. That's okay.
I mean,
that's
they
where I
had windows once. No, they have holes.
So is it not a functioning police station?
Oh no, there are people inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like if you want to get work done, you talk to the clockworks, not to the police. Anyway,
Okay.
police.
Talking to the police. Mm-hmm.
Behind the desk sits a dwarf looking like he didn't sleep for a week, filing paperwork.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Yeah, I doubt here. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm down there too. So checks out.
But you're up there right now. Okay. Yeah. So, yesterday, some of you guys came and took my paw, and he's not back yet, and so I need to file a missing persons report.
If the police took your paw, he's not missing. He's probably in jail.
No. They said they had to ask him some questions, and he'd be back this morning, and he's not back.
Yeah, Miko's got back.
Miko?
Yeah, they said he was coming back this morning, and that he didn't show up, so I thought I should come tell you guys that he's not back.
Oh, your kids from the orphanage.
Sure.
Listen, we did what the church told us because the church is paying our bills and our salaries. the church said, get Miko down here. Then the people, some other people, schmancy pants with like clean uniforms and shit like that, came here, took them, and what am I
So you
supposed to
just
do?
so you didn't know. So you just like do the things that people tell you to do?
Yeah. Aren't you?
No, not if it's weird.
You should be. You're a kid.
No, but like that's they were just like, oh, do this thing, and they didn't tell you why. Then you did it.
I mean, there's like, we have to listen to them because like they're our bosses.
I don't like that.
You have to listen to your parents because they're your parents too.
No, I could question what they say. Ask of me.
Well, let's say it this way: if a parent asked you to clean your room and you didn't do it, and they said, "Okay, you can't go out because of that."
Sure. Well, that would make sense. There's
but
cause and effect.
Miko, and Miko, when Miko told Drum to clean place, he explained why that would be a good idea. It's good for personal growth and independence.
Yeah. So the reason we got is because you like keep getting money for the food and your families.
That's a good reason. Like that's a good reason given, but they did it. I feel like you've backed me into a corner. Okay,
Listen,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter why. Okay, he was supposed to be back today.
Well,
I need to see him.
he's not here.
But
Can you read?
Yes.
Have you read the papers?
No. Well, I was told what they. No, I didn't. I don't know what they said. I didn't read the papers today.
Rain says, Rain read the paper, Carl.
Didn't tell me
It said
anything.
that,
Deception, my good person. And I'm gonna tell you,
no,
they are gonna get some bonus on the inside because you lied like a motherfucker, and that's not a compliment.
That would be an 11.
Drum not lie. Drum didn't Rain get like some piece of scrapper newspaper and read it out, and that's how we know this happened?
Yeah, that's true. Cal's trying to pretend that they don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
And thanks to Drum and the beautiful misspeaking of yours, I believe a 15 will be enough. Yeah. So, big boy, you know what's in the paper?
Drum reads.
And what was in the paper? Have you told this little rascal here?
Does Drum catch that now what has finally happened, and has like, does he see Cal just like, shut the fuck
up? I mean, you all already like failed the insight check because so they know there's something going on. Question is, how much do they know? You know what? I think that that would be insight. Insight on Cal. Or just general insight.
Drum good at that. Drum has +0, so that's a 15.
Yeah, you get what they're trying to convey. You shut the fuck up and shut the fuck up for right now.
Drum lied. Drum not know how to read.
What is it now? You know how to read or you don't know how to read?
Doesn't know how to read.
You know how to read.
Drum
Me?
sorry.
Yes. But I haven't read in a long time. Anything, actually.
So, let me tell you what happened. Your pop killed the prince. And now he's gotta die.
Miko
There's,
was
I have a problem with both of those
instead.
statements.
What can I say?
He didn't kill anybody, and I would like to know whoever did kill the prince. I would like to know why. You don't have the right to tell who lives or dies.
Who tells the story? Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Actually, we do.
No,
We're the authority.
no, you don't. That shouldn't be allowed.
Well,
No, but okay.
well,
Well,
then fair,
well, when
kid.
is he gonna? When is he gonna die?
3 days.
Okay. Can I see him?
He's not here.
Could you
He's
get
in
me
the
to
upper,
where he
where
is?
is Miko?
in the upper city.
Give us a
listen,
letter that
kid.
says we are allowed to go.
No, you're
Why?
kids.
He's my dad.
His family he is.
Am I allowed to say goodbye?
I mean,
Am I
Yeah.
allowed to say goodbye?
maybe.
Ours aren't good orphan boys and girls and people need sweet farewells.
The church is gonna send somebody else that's gonna look after you. Okay?
No, he's on
But he's not
behalf.
gonna be Miko. Yeah. What can I say?
I'm not
I just
getting
feel
paid
like if
enough
I
for this.
went to your house and killed your dad, that you would be upset about that.
Drum think you've been going to be pretty
I
upset
mean, I
about
am
that.
joking.
Yeah.
I didn't kill anybody, but I just am trying to get you to understand
You're
why I
like,
would
what,
like to see
8?
him one last time. I would like to see him one last time. I
Cal
don't think
is
that's too much
10.
to ask.
Cal
I am
is
10.
10.
8, 10, or whatever. Okay. Listen, kids. I can. That's.
Give me a letter. I'll take it. You don't have to come with me. Just give me a letter that says I can see him.
That would be. I can't. Like he.
Please,
Miko,
officers, let us let Drum and Cal see Miko. That will make us feel very cool.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna write a letter. I'll see what I can do. Fucking kids. Anyway, I cannot promise anything. The thing is, it would be a whole debacle. Like they killed the king, and then there would be kids crying, and it would be like all tragic and stuff. And I don't want to have my name on that.
I've never met the king or the prince.
No, but like you would be there, and you would be crying, and people.
Why would I be crying? I'd be crying if you kill my dad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna try to send them a telegraph. Okay, I don't know if they have time. I'm gonna send them a telegraph, so they know what's going on. I'm gonna send one to the church too. Maybe they can help you. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna do something. Come back here in a few hours or tomorrow or something. We will do something. Okay. Cool. Oh, I hate my job.
You should quit it then.
Cal, should we ask if...
What do you want me to ask?
Should we wait?
Oh, should we wait here? Yeah, I'll wait outside if you were to go do the other thing you're going to do.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go there, so I'll wait right here.
Yeah, I don't think that Cal will get in, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. But you come back here when you're done.
Okay.
Okay.
You be good, Cal.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll just sit right in this chair and you let me know when that telegram goes through.
Be safe. Stranger danger. No candy from anybody else. Right? That's what Miko said.
Right.
Okay,
Wait. Did
bye.
you just dump a child on me? Fuck!
You don't have to take care of me. I'm
Is
just
is
going to
is
sit
the
here.
police not meant? Is police not meant for protection of peoples?
Ah. I've got a feeling you backed me
That's
into
what
a
it
corner.
says. Oh,
Hey, Cal.
that's something that play in chess. It's something that Cal did to you. That's what you did to Cal. Now Cal did to you.
Cal goes and sits in whatever dilapidated seat there is. And if there's not one, then on the floor.
Yeah, like the dwarf gets you, looks at you,
I'm
and then
comfy.
after a while gets you like some piece of paper and a pen. I don't know, draw something, or we have some.
Thank you, actually. That's very kind.
Yeah, I've got a kid your age, so uh, you want a sandwich,
Yeah.
and gives you one of his sandwiches, and like goes back to his paperwork and looks like any spirit left, any at all. But hey, who wouldn't die of paperwork? So Cal is getting babysit by the police. What's going on?
Drum going all the ways to Black Velvet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Black Velvet. You know where it is. It's in the nicer parts of the not so nicer parts. Like, if that makes sense. Like, it's for the underbelly. It's fancy as fuck. Like, it has a carpet. And you
It's
see
good work environment.
good work environment. Yeah,
Uh,
you've heard the girls even have dental. They
they pay wages on time.
they pay wages on time. They look after each other. The mistress is actually really nice to be around. Yeah, and you're in front of the door, and one of the girls, Nicole, comes out. She's a high elven girl, luscious blonde hair, big blue eyes, looks like exactly what you're thinking right now. And it's like, Drum, what you doing? You're not supposed to be here. Your shift is tomorrow.
I knows, miss, but Drum needs to say Mistress Brillet.
Miss, did something oh, the thing in the papers, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, girl. Here, come here. Come here. Come here for a hug.
It was so hard to not get angry, but now Drum is sad.
Yeah, I know. I know. If you're angry and that you don't get to be angry, you get sad, and if you don't get to be sad, you get bitter. So be happy that you're sad. Because you're
Okay,
a wonderful little boy. Well, not so little, but you're a wonderful, kind soul of a boy, and you deserve to be happy, okay?
he's not. Okay, miss. Can Drums go see Mistress now?
I'm gonna send her out. Inside right now is a thing going on.
Oh,
See,
one of the special parties.
one of the special parties where you have to be 18 or older to be invited.
Oh, I knows. It sounds like a lot of fun, buddy.
Maybe when you're older. Pat pat. And she goes
Uh,
in and even a rods.
even
The
even
mistress
Stevens.
the mistress has time and comes out. Mistress Lilith is like a very, very tall tiefling lady with like this long raven black hair, always wears like leather and black, and looks like intimidating, but is actually like such a mom, and comes out, like, has already a glass of apple juice for you, and it's like, hey there.
He takes off his cap and holds it to his chest very respectfully as Mr. Lilith comes out.
Hey there, oh, it's so good to see you. Nicole told me what happened. Here, have a drink, why don't you?
Thank you, mistress. That was good.
Glad to hear that. So, I guess you're here because Miku went missing.
So Carl and I, we went to the police station where they told us that Miko is in High City. Is it a prison somewhere there?
Yeah, I believe they would put Miku in the high city.
But what's we now do now, mistress? Miko's the only child we all have. Miko's a good man. He would not have done this. Drum not think so. But
I
Drum
think
only
there are some
15.
things about your parent that you don't know.
What? No, Drum knows where Miko keeps the alcohols.
I hope you didn't sneak any.
No, I was never. Drum would never do that, mistress. Drum, good boy.
Very good. So, the thing is, I can't tell you anything.
Because Mistress Dart knows.
I can't tell anything. But I might know someone who might.
That would be awesome. Do you know something, mistress? Could you tell Drum?
She gets out a piece of paper and just writes an address, gives it to you. Ask for Fishy, but don't go alone. Nobody ever goes alone to Fishy.
Oh,
Take a friend. It's okay. Tell Fishy that I sent you and all your friends, but don't go alone. Okay? Fishy can get quite hungry from time to time.
Would Drum have heard of Fishy?
History check.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Okay. Actually, yeah, because Fishy was the person who brought you to Miku. They're known as a line dancer in like a lead line dancer in a cabaret, but actually, and it's like always, he's always like, oh, I'm so silly and I can't remember anything, like full on goldfish, but actually they're merfolk and they have like photographic, like they know everything. They have a photographic memory. They can remember every tiny detail. And they saw, I'm such a silly fish. It's just a mask.
What is the name again?
Fishy.
Fishy.
Oh, Drum no Fishy.
What's that so?
Oh, Drum no Fishy. Drum take people.
Wonderful. Now go along. I have to return to the party. Take care.
So just to clarify, DM, what is on this slip of paper? It's a contact to Fishy and where he is, or like what?
Just an address.
It's just an address. Ask for Fishy. Okay.
Yeah.
And
when we goes there, what can we learn?
Well, I don't know what Fishy will remember.
Oh, because that's what fish is like. Oh, poor fishy.
Poor,
That sounds difficult.
poor fishy.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Well,
go back because I have some very important guests.
before before she even finishes speaking, John will just give a very deep bow. John, thanks, mistress. We're sorry for taking time, but you told me that it's important for you told John it's important for employees to consider their needs as well.
And that is right, and that is very good that you remembered that. Um, I'll have Nicole get out. I believe we have some cakes from yesterday or the day before. They might be a bit dry, but I believe you and your friends might still like them.
Oh, Jew's the best, mistress.
No, go along. And Drum, I know you want to find them, but please be careful. You don't know what you're messing with. I don't know what you're messing with.
John swear to Mistress Lilith, John be careful.
Good. Because I need my bouncer.
Yes, you know what Carl said the other day? Carl said that John be good boy and he's gonna get far in the organization.
Yeah. So, I have to go back. Drum, take care.
Bye, mistress.
Because I'm entertaining guests right now, and if I look at the clock, I believe
Yes.
they were hanging around for quite some time by now.
Have a good party, mistress. Pop a lot of balloons. That always sounds fun from outside.
I will.
And he very respectfully nods again and puts on his cap and turns around with a grin on his face, returning to Cal.
So, while Drum gets cakes from the BSM club and Cal gets sandwiches at the police, Dan and Kumi, what are your characters gonna do?
Oh, we're absolutely going up to the room, but like you're gonna stare at the door for a bit. I'm just gonna look at Crawley, and it's like, is this really the right thing for us to do?
Well, Miss Rain, I have to say I have never entered the room myself without Miku present. So, and you do know how secretive they tend to be. They don't allow anyone else to clean the room, and I do not believe any of you children have ever slept in their room before, have you?
No, we weren't allowed to. I have to admit that I am hesitant, but these secrets, whatever they might have been, I'm worried that once I open this door, I will have answers that I do not want.
Yes, I have heard the local disputes about the upper city and how we are to feel about them, and they have been leeching resources from us for quite some time. It was only a couple of years ago they decided to give us a tree. Of course, it was a plant at that time. We grew it into a tree, but I do know that Miku has been trying to get more benefits and a little bit more to up in the living standards of everyone here. But to kill the crown prince, that is awfully strange. What would it even give anyone?
Let's hope that we don't find out, or oh goodness, maybe we do. I will try and open the door.
It's locked.
Great. I am not a rogue. I do not have... You know what I do have though? I do have a crowbar.
I mean,
But I do not have a strength score. So I would like to enlist Crawley's
Crawley to do.
assistance.
Crawley has no strength score either. But
Oh no.
DM, could I use my mending skills in a sort of reverse direction where I get the gears to loosen instead of tighten?
let me ask you something. Is the lock broken?
Oh, not yet, it isn't.
We'll solve that part when we get there if we can.
Miss Rain,
You know-
leave the mending of the lock to me. Please feel free to exert as much force as required.
Thank you, and we'll
Do not worry if it's magical as well. I'm sure I can fix the door.
I do not really have that much in the way of useful magic in this situation. All right. With the two of us, I would like to try and wedge open this door with the crowbar that I do possess.
Could I assist with the help action?
Yeah. Oh, what roll would you roll? Flat strength would be boring. Come on. I'm feeling generous. Athletics. You're like trying to, like, if you hit the gym, you would have some.
Do you have any athletics?
I do have sleight of hand if we could use that instead.
I also have sleight of hand, but I don't think without our tool, like without a thieves' tool, that's not going to fly. Okay, so
If you can improvise some thieves' tools, I'll let you roll as a disadvantage.
I can't. Not with my inventory. Not even the old trinket's going to really help with this one. I think we're going to try and force this, and if we don't, I have a backup plan. But let's start with this. And Crawley's helping. Yeah.
Help action advantage.
Okay.
Okay. That is okay. Wait, actually though, 18.
Oh.
I rolled an 18 on the dice.
Oh, that's amazing. Does that help you?
Yeah, that actually helps a lot. So, the good news is the door is wide open. The bad news is everybody heard you. And now about 15 children are coming up the stairs to look what made that noise.
Crawley, can you handle this? I'll try and keep it quick.
Don't worry. And I go like, "Oh, children, look who's come to the courtyard." And you know what? I am going to transform into a monkey and go hang out in the courtyard with the kids for a bit and distract them.
If you transform like wild chap, you gain the stats of the animal, right?
Yes.
Great, I would like to have a performance check.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, what is a monkey's performance like? Let us see. They have some acrobatics. Oh, why are monkeys not more charismatic? Why do they have -2? I don't understand.
Well, the question is that why aren't monkeys more charismatic?
Exactly, like, they're incredibly charming. Oh, I rolled a 19, -2, 17.
17 is still good. You guys are rolling really well. Yeah. So, what's the name of your monkey form?
I did not think of this. But as Crawley suddenly starts to shift, you see that usually they wear this sort of cloak. And underneath that cloak, you see a sort of bellowing form almost as steam starts to release from their different limbs. and break down and transform into what seems to be like this brass monkey. It's a funky monkey. Uh, anyway, I'm going to call my little monkey Chipmunk because I couldn't think of anything else. But it goes out and does chimp monk moves, where it goes into like a Cobra Kai stance and starts doing this sort of training routine with the rest of the kids to get them involved.
Okay, yeah, I'd say with an 18 on a performance check as a monkey, you are I believe 15 kids from the ages from 6 up to 15 would really like that.
Yeah, anything to keep them distracted. Most of them can't read the newspaper, fortunately.
Like Rain, you hear the children just having fun. Like it's as if nothing happened. And kind of you envy them a tiny bit.
Oh,
A little bit.
oh, Rain, I'll turn into a monkey for you later. Don't worry.
I'm gonna start snooping around the room, I guess.
Okay, so allow me to describe Miko's room.
Yeah.
Miko, as a patron slash matron slash tron of an orphanage, they have a small room for themselves. It's pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong. The roof still has holes, and the window is barricaded with some I don't know wooden thingies. You're not really sure either, but like it's nice here. The walls are all of the walls are like full with dried up leaves from different plants. Most of them you've never seen before. And there's another cage for the mechanical bird no one loves so well, and quite very central on the wall opposite to the door is a big, it's not gold, but it's brass polished so long and so much that it shimmers like a cock wheel of the faith with a holy book in front of it. A small desk with some paper stuff like finances and something like that. A small bed, nightstand, some candles, and that's basically it. It's on the one hand, it's really pretty. On the other hand, it's a bit underwhelming because it still looks so mundane. You always wanted to get into this room, and now that you're here, it's just a room. It's like a bit like seeing the teacher's lounge for the first time.
Yeah. Just gonna like take a slow breath and like just sort of take it all in. Is the mechanical bird in the cage?
Yeah. He's not singing.
Does the mechanic it's mechanical? Is it is like an animal or is it like a construct?
It's a construct.
Okay. That ain't gonna fly then. Does the bird talk?
It can talk. Sometimes Miko lets the bird tell some funny stories. But most of the time it sings.
I'm gonna go over to the bird cage and just sort of like wave and so hello. It's they took them away? Do you know why? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I feel that. I'd like to go through the nightstand.
Going straight for the nightstand of your parent. Okay. You find a lot of trinkets, a lot of like pictures that children drew, somebody put a nail into some old wood and called it a horsey, and now there's a horsey out of wood and nails. You see like little snippets of stories the children invented, and Miko wrote them all down. They kept everything.
It's overwhelming. She's just kind of like sink down and sit on the bed while like holding onto like one of the pieces, probably just like a little like drawing or something.
It's from you.
Yeah. Just gonna reach out with one hand and like grip her pendant like really tightly, and gently put the picture back and close the drawer. I think we're gonna go over to the altar.
It's a holy book.
Is it like a good copy or is it like a beat up copy?
It's a well-loved copy, but it was never like the most expensive one. Like the glue on the back has started to wear out long ago. Most of the pages are just lay in there. Some passages are marked, some are just Miko is really of the faith. Everybody has to do their part.
Just gonna this is like really difficult for her, but she's like trying to stay focused. I think she wants to check to see if there's like a loose floorboard or like maybe something hidden on one of the desks.
Mm-hmm.
Or even behind the cog on the wall.
Roll investigation.
That is another 18 plus 3, so 21.
You know what? Tell me what where you found something.
How about in like a cutout inside the book?
Oh, so Miko cut up a Bible or holy book. Okay, yeah, we can run with it. There's a book in the holy book. It's near the end of the book where it talks about how the holy machine will fall apart, and all the cogs that didn't have a place will melt together and be nothing. Not only are there pages missing, Miko ripped them out, and instead, like in the back of the book, you find 2 small golden coins.
Not like money, but like, what do they look like?
They're around this big and have the sign of the cog on them. No, does your character know how to read?
Yes.
On the back side, like on one side, it's just the golden cog, and on the other side, it's the picture of the steam machine, and underneath is just Upper City. We just found 2 citizen passes.
There are 2 of them.
There are 2 of them. And there are 2 names below them, and neither of them is Miko.
Are there names I am familiar with or have ever heard before?
No. One is Kara, and the other one is Jonathan.
Okay. Okay. That's a lot to take in. She's gonna close the book and put it back in its place on the altar, and just kind of like keep turning the coins like over in her hand. She's gonna look back at the bird. Do you know who these people are? Good conversationalist as always. She's gonna pocket the coins. And I think she's gonna leave and try and gently close the somewhat broken door, and then try and find Crawley to fix it.
You see the wood that's splintered out of the door frame, and while you're pretty sure you can get Crawley to fix the lock itself, you're not sure if Crawley can get back like every splinter of the door.
I will at least try to. No, I don't have any broom or anything. I'll get the broom on the way to try and like sweep them up when Crawley comes to do the work.
Yeah, Crawley, how long do you want to entertain the kids?
As soon as they seem like they're tiring out, I'm gonna lead them to the pantry, and we have like this one snack box that we rarely open up. But I think, to keep them all distracted, I give them free reign of anything they would want from the snack box. And yeah, I hand out a treat to each child. We have only 3 treats left after that, unfortunately, because there's probably about 15 of them that got something to eat. And once they start looking a little drowsy and they look like they're going to go for their afternoon nap, I go back to Rain. I see them. I see her like sweeping the last remaining bits of the door towards it, and I'm like, "Do not worry about it, Miss Rain. I am sure that Miku would understand that this was truly a life or death situation. If we were not to find out news about them, who knows if we can save them in 3 days."
I know. I hate to leave a mess.
Did you find anything inside though?
I show them the coins.
Ah, 2 citizen passes.
But
God,
not in their name, unless one of these is, or both of these is, false passes. I don't know.
Did you perhaps, that is quite a good idea. Then do you think that maybe if we were to check and see if there's a directory of the number of people that have traveled from here to the upper city, maybe if the names are there as well, we could have an idea of perhaps whether Miku used one and had another for someone else. Or did you happen to see any letters or any sort of documentation where these names have appeared?
Nothing. I don't think I've ever heard these names before either.
Do you have
Both of you
history?
may roll history.
Both of us?
Yeah. Come on, give me the next net 20. It's not as if you already like chewed through my plot for this episode anyway.
That's a 7 plus 3, so 10.
Yeah, I rolled terribly as well. 4 plus 3, 7.
No, not really. I mean, there are quite common names.
Yeah.
But if I were to, does Miku happen to have a diary or a journal or any scraps of paper that they might have mentioned something on or taken note on?
I mean, I open up the drawer to show them the collection of our crafts.
Truly heartwarming and quite sad now as well. We must get Nico back. Do you think this could have been a setup?
I mean, anything's possible. These coins raise some questions. Maybe someone from her dealings up top? A betrayal, or maybe she's in deeper than any of us could have anticipated. It's all speculation right now.
Do you know if Miku had any friends? I have seen a couple that have wandered into the house over the years, none that has stayed for too long or been recurring. But has she ever mentioned to you about anyone that they would go to if they were in the spot?
To me?
Perhaps if you've overheard.
I mean, one thing that Miku always talked about was the church.
Church. Perhaps we could get answers there. Maybe she's on some sort of holy mission. Or
Perhaps. It is certainly worth a start, and if nothing else, we can find support there. Once the others get back, we can make a trip
to the church. Perhaps they would help us in securing a couple more passes as well.
We can see if we can. I've never been to the Upper City, so I don't know how these work. I don't know if we could get away with using these or not, but
Cal?
Anything's worth a shot.
Sitting on the ground of the police station, you hear the telegram coming back. And with that, I would say let's have a quick break of like 10-15 minutes. What do you say, party people?
Yes.
Woo!
So, Steve, no. So, dear viewers, dear watchers, we will be back after, let's say, 12 minutes. It's the middle of 10 or 15. So our wonderful players can rejuvenate a tiny bit. And I can't beat the smiling DM again. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience in the small break. Our players are back to their absolute best. And now we're gonna find out what the church has to do with all of this. And who's gonna come and pick up Cal from the police station. But first, what was the last thing that happened before break? Does anybody remember?
We split off into 3 groups essentially. First with Cal and Dromi, both of them going over.
Drum.
So with Cal and Drom heading over to the police station, and they didn't get much information apart from the fact that the church had asked the police to take away our dear, what would it be, parent. And meanwhile, Drom then headed over to the Black Velvet, where they found out additional information that there were people talking about perhaps some sort of threat to the Crown Prince. And meanwhile, back at home, we found 2 passes to take us to the Upper City and the names of Kara and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. We resume to the police station, where Cal is sitting on the floor, doodling away, munching on a sandwich, when they hear The telegram return.
It pops
And
up.
you hear, huh?
What was that?
What? Huh?
Huh?
What?
I think I heard something.
What? Huh? Sorry?
I heard the machine.
What? Yeah. This?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the dwarf turns to the telegraph and starts translating it and reading it. It's like, huh? How many of you are there too?
Well, I mean, yes and no. There were 2 in here. There's like 4 of us overall, and then actually there's like 20, but that's not important.
Okay. I can't do 20.
Yeah, no. Like 4 would be good.
I can do 4 or 5 or something like that.
5, maybe 5, just in case.
In case.
Yeah, we maybe somebody will want to join us.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 5. It's. I mean, they'll let you see your pups.
I picked up on the context clues.
Yeah. Day after tomorrow.
But is it not the day?
Yeah. So you can say goodbye. You wanted to say goodbye, right? That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. You sure you want to do this?
Yes.
I mean, it's not gonna be easy.
Nothing is particularly easy. Not to be rude, but I don't have any parents and I live in a house with a bunch of children. I'm used to it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Sorry, did I
yeah.
make you feel bad?
It's not easy if a 10-year-old kid comes in here, asks if they and their friends can see their parent before they get executed. If I can
Part of
arrange
that
that,
is your
and
part.
then tell me, no, life isn't easy.
Well, part of that is your fault. You do have to agree with that bit, because this wouldn't be happening if well, we've already been over that.
You're one of those fucking smart kids, aren't you?
Miko would tell me that a lot.
Great. Okay, yeah. So, do you? Yeah, you can. No, you couldn't read. Do you know how to read the clock?
So I know how to read. I just hadn't read anything today.
You said you couldn't read.
No. Drob can't read. I can read.
Okay. Wasn't it? Okay. So you know how to read the clock?
Yes.
Great. Day after tomorrow, 3 p.m. Be here. People gonna collect you, gonna bring you up. You're gonna say your goodbyes, and then you probably will be able to decide if you want to see the execution or not.
Well, I'm gonna say no right now.
Okay. Yeah. Wise decision. Wise decision.
Do you like pets?
Yeah.
Okay, here. I make you feel better. This is Mouse.
That's a mouse.
Yeah, his name is Mouse.
Why is his name Mouse if he's a mouse?
It's easy.
sometimes you just call it in. Hello,
Yeah.
mouse.
Okay.
You were right. I feel better.
Good. Okay, thank you for this. We'll be back.
Yeah, day after tomorrow, 3 p.m. Don't be late.
I won't be.
Okay. That's important. Good.
Uh,
Now I'll go back to my job, and you will do.
I'll go back to home.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Go back home. And
Well, actually, I should wait here until Drom comes back because I told him to meet me here. But then,
Yeah.
but then I could go.
Yeah, something like, yeah.
Okay.
And he returns to his paperwork, and you see like this whole interaction with you kids took something from him. Like he's gonna need some therapy after this.
And Cal will go outside and wait for Drom to return so that they can walk back together.
Adi, I believe not at the PC right now. So, we'll cut over to Rain and Crawley, who had just found the coins.
Distress. Yeah, I mean, did we fix the door? That's my question.
How do you want to fix the door?
So to pretty it up and avoid any of the cracks in the door, Crawley would like to take a couple of the kids' paintings and stick them so it looks like one of the, like one of the doors in Monsters Inc. But essentially fill it with photos of the kids. Rain, do not worry. Miko's a fantastic person. They'd love any sort of creativity we could provide to the store.
And that's a good one. I'm going to tell that to my parents the next time I fuck up my studies.
They're used to it. It's happened before as well. Once where Miku didn't have a door for a month because some of the younglings decided that they wanted to rebel. So comparatively, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, it has been worse. I mean, your parent is missing.
I know the doors have been egged. Oh yes, the parent missing. Yes, of course, that is much worse. Exactly. Miku could be executed in 3 days. I feel like if we tell them that it was necessary for us to break in to understand what was happening, they wouldn't mind. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan?
If you say so.
Now, I am worried about the other two. I hope they haven't gotten lost outside. Do you think we should pack for a day or two and head, maybe find them on the way?
Yes, that saves us time, and we don't have much time to lose.
DM, could we maybe this would be just kind of like fast forwarded, but we perhaps would have rounded up a couple of the older kids together, explain the situation to them that Miku's case was in the newspaper and they have possibly been wrongly accused or something they haven't done. But we want to go figure it out. So until we come back, not to let anyone take over the house, look after the younglings, and keep safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they were made for this job. It's like, no, you can totally trust them. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine.
Listen, I was made for day-to-day tasks. Okay, this is beyond me and beyond my capacity.
I will draw myself up to my full 5'3" height and put on a very baleful face to try and like sternly reinforce this behave, or there will
yes.
be trouble.
Could we both do like
Roll
a dual
intimidation.
intimidation?
May I? You know what? No, this is funnier. Let's go.
Intimidation. You said you wanted to reinforce it, or else. Or else is a threat. A threat is an intimidation.
No, you're right. You're right. Do I have anything for that?
19 on intimidation, 23 total, 22 total.
I rolled a natural 20. -1, -1, -1.
Net 20 is net 20. So we have yet. Now we have net 20 number 8. Let's go. Yeah, so the kids are like, yeah, totally, we will, totally, yeah. And then the two of you step up. Tell me, what exactly are you doing?
So I take out basically this little scroll. It's kind of like a naughty or nice list. And I go through every child that has done something naughty and the punishment they've gotten for it.
I think very slightly, so that they are the only, like the children are the only ones who like really notice this. The pupils of my eyes go from like normal to like cat-like slits, and then back.
Beautiful. So we have Mama Santa Claus and Nightmare Fuel. They will be traumatized for years.
They love us. We know they keep them fed.
Yeah, they will. They will. Forever. So while the two of you are packing, how about a favorite orc? Drum.
Drum has been hurrying to the police station to meet Cal.
Cal is sitting outside waiting for you.
Cal, Drum got news.
I was successful as well.
Oh, what did Cal say?
We could go see Biko, but we can't go see him until the day he's supposed to be killed.
But does that not make it difficult for us to
Yeah,
clear
it wasn't
his name?
it wasn't the best outcome, but it was better than not being allowed in at all, because if we can't clear his name, at least we could see him.
Drum will just kind of. Drum is 6'5", even though he's only 15 years old, because he's an orc. He's going to keep growing for a while. But he leans down, goes down on one knee, and then just puts a large meaty palm on Cal's shoulder and gives a little squeeze. Cal did best Cal could do.
What did you find out?
Well, Mistress Lilith told Drum that, and Drum also remember from conversations and chats people were having. Some people were discussing something bad happening to the prince that Drum remember, and Mistress Lilith told Drum that she could not
tell John what happened, but she knows. John thinks she knows, but Mistress Lilith was kind to give John address. Like just shoots like there's the little piece of papers in front of Cal's face, and we're supposed to go here and look for Fishy. No, Fishy is bad news, so John not want to go alone, but John not think that Cal should come. Fishy eat people.
Oh. Okay, well, I feel like we have to go tell Ray Crawley. I don't think
That
you should
sounds
go
like
by
good
yourself.
idea. Oh, John not go by himself. John dumb. John not stupid.
Okay. Yeah, let's go get them.
All right, let's go. Do you want to ride on John's shoulder?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Fix puts up on shoulder and then
Puts mouse on your head.
he usually scuttles. He finds it's a mullet. It's a wavy mullet kind of situation. So there's a nest situation that mouse can usually find. When he does hold up a little peanut to his hair.
So
And we
You're
goes.
right. you're right back at the orphanage. By now it's noon is over and you're starting to go into the afternoon a bit. So you reunite.
Okay.
Did you find anything
Um,
of value?
I think
Well-
Throb did more than I did.
Cal, don't be stupid, Cal. Cal did law. Cal got 5 of us permission to go see Miko.
Miko.
Oh, that's
But
fantastic.
There's unfortunately a scheduling issue.
Scheduling issue?
Yeah, so, the church wanted to get Miko arrested, so they told the police to arrest him.
Yeah.
And that happened, and so they did the trial yesterday, and it's over, and he's going to be killed in 3 days, including today, so in 2 days-ish. And so the scheduling error is that I wanted to go see him now, and they said I couldn't go see him until right before he dies.
That's
Ah.
awesome.
But you said the church asked.
Yeah, the police officer said the church hired or pays them to their job. I don't know exactly how it works. He was being very odd about it. But the church wanted this to happen. Which is weird because I thought Miko loved the church.
If is that maybe, are you sure you understood them properly?
Yes, because I specifically remember being like, why do you do stuff if you don't think it's right? And they just tell you to do stuff. And he didn't really have the best answer for me.
I think they might be confused, or either way. Maybe that's our next stop. We found these tokens to pass us into the upper city, but we only have 2 right now. We'd need more to get us all through. I mean, I don't even know if this would get us through, but it's something, and
Yeah,
we
do
could.
they have your names on them?
No,
That would be
No.
difficult then, I guess.
but we could always.
That's not how it works.
we could always say that they are our names. They're pretty common names.
A lie.
Yes.
Have you ever heard at the club or anyone that's perhaps come by the names Cara and Jonathan?
Oh,
DM.
Do you want to roll again, or do you want to take your old roll?
I didn't think they
Do
rolled.
I want to take my?
I mean, you can roll again.
No, I think the last. So another history.
Mhm.
I think I'll just keep the old roll if that's okay.
Yeah, you won't get as much information as you did with the last roll because it was a bit for something else.
Okay, so I'll do it again. History.
Yeah. Come on, give me another net 20. You want to see me suffer.
That's 12 for 11.
Well, you noticed that a lot of people who went into the Black Velvet used really weird names. You're pretty sure none of them used their true name. But you have met a few Jonathans at least? Or something? So there might have been, but you know that nobody uses their real name.
Alternatively, have you ever heard about the church setting people up?
I mean, from what Don know, John has seen a cardinal come. Apparently, it was to engage in fortuitous and gratuitous uh, role play of contemplation around a situation. That's what Drum was told when Drum asked.
But if the church was the people who got Biko arrested, that feels like a setup to me, because I don't believe, even if he's doing shady stuff we don't know about, that he killed somebody.
It's true.
I
And that
don't.
too,
Well,
killing
well,
the crown prince especially, that would mean losing the orphanage, turning every child there homeless.
well, Drum did remember that Drum heard a few conversations that were going on in the club, and apparently people were planning something bad happening to the prince.
Do you remember how they looked?
If Drum saw them again, Drum would know. And Mistress Lilith gave Drum address to go see Fish. Fish apparently would be able to tell Drum and us where to look next. But that, given what Drum know about Fish, that it would be bad idea to go alone. So Drum would suggest older kids, and Drum go.
I think from here on out we go where we go together. This
But,
seems to be getting
but,
more and more complicated.
but Ray, Fish eat people.
Well, I do feel like he's just as likely to eat you as he is to eat me then.
This is true, but at least I'd be like a skewer, like a big doner kebab. You'd be like a...
One bite. Yeah.
No, he's
So,
going to get eaten today. Don't worry.
I appreciate that.
not if Drums has anything to say about it.
Right.
So does fish just eat every person? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sure you
Well,
have to get on his bad side.
John knows that it's all kind of fishy.
So what are we doing first then? Going to the church or going to see this person?
Church is in the upper
What
city,
did
isn't it? Right, GM. Church is in the upper city.
Churches in the upper city.
Gotcha. So we
I
have
mean,
to
there
get
are
more
churches.
coins.
I mean, the church is all over the place. There are also churches in the lower city.
But
Fishies in the lower city, that's for sure.
I think.
we have
what did you?
if
What did? Sorry, go ahead.
the people that would have asked the police to take in Miko would be someone from maybe perhaps the upper city church, right?
I think that's probably correct.
I do not
Fish
believe
is then.
anyone here would have that power.
Especially because that's where Miko is now.
And it could have been them saying, bring Miko to us here.
Yeah.
So wait, are you saying that Miko was windowed?
Perhaps. If we go and meet this fish, perhaps they can tell us who Carter and Jonathan might be as well.
Who are Kara and Jonathan?
I
And-
have a theory.
Oh. And hold on, what did you two fight?
That's really about it.
We did
Otherwise,
though
not much to
Miko
look.
is quite religious, we did find the coins cut out in a cut out holy book.
Raid, you know a lot more about the church than me. Isn't it not good to? Should he not have done that to that book?
It's not exactly
Miko?
encouraged, but you know,
Miko tore apart a book?
it's not ideal, to say the least, but there isn't exactly forbidding scripture about, you know, things have their place. And you could say that every page in a book has its place and must be kept there, but also it's not exactly the most important tenet. It's odd, surely, but I don't know. I think that's a question we can ask them when we get the chance to see him again.
Maybe don't tell the church that that's where we found them.
Of course not.
But he got to be sly.
Well then,
Fish.
fish.
Okay.
Kai, you stay right behind me.
But then I can't see anything.
Well, all
I'll be
right.
okay. I'll be okay.
Okay. Back.
So you're going after Fishy.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be a long walk down in the really dark pit.
I'm gonna cast aid on everybody.
Oh, the first spell of the round.
Yeah, so
Right.
the three of you get your hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So the thing
I'm
with
at
the Hobbit,
43, baby. That's cool.
you're gonna need that, because the thing with the Hobbit City is, the further up the cliff you are, the more air you've got to breathe. But like, the further down you get towards the actual harbor, the more shit is in the air. Because not only are there the ships, but there's also the factories that just put their poisonous everything just in the waters. And fishy is a fish, and you will find the fish at the harbor. So you go down a long labyrinth of not the nicest part of town. Has anybody ever been here before?
Would Drom have been sent to, before he made it up all the way to Bouncer? Maybe he was a kind of gopher for the Black Velvet. Would he have had an opportunity to come here to pick up some, shipment of things that the Black Velvet would have needed or something of that sort?
No.
Because of all of the people here, I think that Drom is maybe one of the better potentials to know anything about this area.
Yeah, but Mr. Slillet, saw you and did everything she could to keep you away from the harbor.
Okay.
So, since none of you actually come from the dark sides of the city, I would like to run all of you a survival check.
Is this for navigation?
Yeah.
Quick question. Is it so nasty down here that this would qualify as a swamp?
Nice.
What
I
would
like the
happen
hustle.
if it was?
I like the hustle.
What would happen is that we would be in my favored terrain. And my proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skills when you make an int or whiz check related to it. While traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel. Your group cannot become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in other activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace, only while alone. And then something else about tracking. But yes.
You know what? That question is so stupid and absurd, I'll allow it.
Let's go.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be like water anymore. It's like a slug. It's like,
I got a 9.
okay.
I got a 16 plus 5, 21.
I got a 15.
I also got a 15.
I mean, the older children kind of know when to shut up and when to move on. But the thing with Cal is, Mouse was gone, and then they see him sitting on small piece of pavement, sniffing on a piece of cheese.
Mouse, don't eat street cheese. Don't eat the street cheese. Don't do it. It'll make you sick. Come here.
Well, aren't you a smart one? And behind you are standing 3, let's just say they're drug-sized people.
They are what size?
Your size.
Okay, drugs.
Drug-sized, and standing behind you are well, looky here, what do we got?
You
a rat with a mouse.
Okay, that's mean.
You're small.
I'm not a rat.
Is it who's saying this to Cal?
A draw boy. He's not as tall as you and not as broad as you, but he has a mean look to him.
I get straight in between them. Cal be small, Drum not small.
Hey, big boy. I like rats. They're cool.
Okay, I do think
Mouse
try to
is
like reach
cool.
out from behind Drum. Okay, yeah, I also do think I'm pretty cool.
See? I think the
Of
same.
course, guy, cool.
Yeah, I really like to talk to cool people.
I want to make an insight check.
Go for it.
I'm can I aid as I'm just kind of like 6'5" goes down and just kind of like
Count as
Could I keep a lookout to see if this is just like a setup or something? You know.
roll perception.
Got a dirty 20.
You party people, I just ruined my day.
A 17 from Crawley.
What is wrong with your dice? Dan, do you have anything to roll to make me cry?
Would you like me to?
Come
I can.
on. What do you want to roll?
I will. I mean, if it's perception, it's also a dirty 20. It's a 16 plus 4.
I'm just gonna go by now. You just tell the story, okay? I mean, there are 3 in front of you, and both of you clock the 3 behind you too. And with your dirty 20 on inside, yeah, he's full of shit. He wants something from you, but you don't quite know what.
You don't get Mouse. Mouse is mine.
I don't want your mouse.
Do you want Mouse's sweet cheese?
No.
It's good cheese.
Well then I don't have any possessions.
Look here, we don't want anything from you. We just want to talk to you.
Well, talk fast. We's got business.
Oh, you got business, all right. What you doing here? This ain't your turf.
I don't have any turf. I don't
that's
own
the problem.
anything.
Yeah. Hey,
We are.
do we recognize these are kids, right? Our age kids.
they're quite a bit older. Like they're like 17 or something.
17? Shit.
We are.
Adult just recently turned adults? Oh no!
Young adults? Holy shit. They're out of our league.
We are looking for fish.
Oh, right
Oh.
to it, right, okay.
You want to see fishy? Well, okay. Yeah, okay. We can take you to fishy. Ain't no problem for that. What you want?
That's our business with
That's-
fish.
Have a chat.
And I will amplify that point as I kind of take out my great axe and lean on it, like, a little casually.
Oh, look at the big boy taking out the big guns. Oh,
Do you have a size problem? Do you think you're too short?
no.
Okay.
You're shorter than I am. He's bigger than
Correct. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We don't usually like talk about our heights all the time.
What
See,
are
Cal
you
tends to
being
be pretty perceptive, so
I mean, they
would.
call me ready. You know why they call me ready?
Because you're always ready?
That's right.
What are you being ready for now, ready?
You know, you guys look like a lot of fun, and I love fun. So,
You like to
what you
play
say?
games?
I love games. Want to play?
We're not interested in having our time wasted.
Break my heart.
And Drum only know how to play hide and seek. All
Well, that's
other
a good
games
game.
complicated.
That's a good game. How about we play a round of hide and seek, eh?
The problem is that if you're gonna be the seeker, you're gonna be really bored because we're really good at hiding.
Oh, is that so?
Drum high fives cap.
Yeah.
How about you close your eyes, count to 50, and we hide and you see if you can find us.
And what if we win?
Then you take us to see fish.
And what if you win?
Then you take us to see fish.
You know what? I wanted to take you to fish either way, so we don't even have to play. Ain't that fun? You want to see fishy? I can show you fishy.
There's like a very big difference between want and need, I believe.
What Cal said.
You're a smart one.
I learned from the best.
And who might that be, eh?
I think that's currently none of your business.
Yeah. What she
Oh,
said.
I like him.
Yeah.
Eh? And Reddy, gets a bit down on your head. Listen, Paul, I believe we kind of got off on a wrong foot here. So what about you and I getting friends?
Okay, I don't have any friends, so.
Why, don't you find it slightly weird that you want to be friends
Drum
with Daniel?
just looks at you heartbroken.
Rob, you're my family, that's different.
Oh right. Okay.
I would like to I want to decide if I think this fucker even knows Fishy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roll inside.
So are the three behind us that are
12.
blocking us right now, are they like approaching closer or
They're hanging out. Like they're waiting for a sign.
That's a 12.
Yeah. You believe he knows Fishy, but you still don't think he's up to any good.
You know, this has been a thrilling conversation, but we don't have time to waste. We'll just be going now.
Yeah, you can go. Not you, though. And he points at Cal. Alexa.
Okay.
Well,
If you
that
like
seems
me,
like
I don't understand why that means that I can't go with them.
Well, because I want to introduce you to some people. You're gonna love it.
Okay, but I have things to do.
Yeah?
Can we come back to this?
Do you want to come back to this?
Yeah, you said that
You know, the offer might not stand forever.
Okay, well, we got a time limit anyway, so it should be fast.
Oh, have a time limit. What you talking about?
We're just like, we don't want to waste time. Like
And we
Ray
have
said.
wasted quite enough of it. I don't know who you are or what you want,
Oh,
but
we're
we
the
will
clocks.
be going now.
No. You want to know? We're part of the clocks. So.
Oh, I don't want to be one of them.
do I believe them at all? Because I've seen all number of Clockworks folk. Do I believe them?
Roll inside.
Like, would I have advantage given that I am a bouncer at the premier brothel in the Clockworks territory?
Roll inside.
Okay. I had to hustle.
He's gonna roll too.
That. That is 16 straight because my insight is +0.
So, you don't believe he knows you, and you don't believe he knows the Black Velvet, but you believe he could be a Clockworks. But like a very, very small, pardon the joke, fish. Like, he just started and now he's feeling it way too much.
You guys have a really
I-
cool name, but not for me.
Yeah, well, the Clockworks is a cool name, but John thinks he has to tell Mistress Lilith that her boys in this part of the harbor are not living up to the mark. Drum nothing. She's
Her
not gonna
boys.
like it.
Her boys. Oh, is that so? Ah. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. We're gonna be here tomorrow afternoon.
What's your
So,
name then?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
be
it.
ready,
Let's
ready.
go.
Okay, thank you for letting us know when you would be here so we wouldn't ever have to cross paths with you again.
Oh,
What
don't
she
be like
said.
that. Don't be like that. You know, we could really be friends. You could use a friend like me.
I don't know. I just like kind of look at Crawley and Rain and I'm like,
We're going. Come on. And I will like
I just
put myself between Reddy and Cal.
Yeah.
Could Rain and I do our dual intimidation check again? We've become experts at dealing with kids now.
Can
Yeah,
I
sure.
assist them? Can I assist them as I just like drop Mistress Lilith? Not gonna be pleased to hear about this wedding.
How is the intimidation check going?
Terribly. I rolled a 4 plus 3, 7.
That is a 10 minus 1 for a 9.
Would they not? Would they have gotten advantage from my attempt?
Yeah, one of you is getting getting the help action.
Okay, I'll roll because I have a good modifier. Oh, that's not any better. It's 11 total.
Okay. Because I love to do what my player's doing, Reddy's gonna draw some long knives. And just gonna like start like juggling with them, playing around, and looking at Cal and being like, listen, kid, these treats here are quite something. And if you think that your little, what's it called, Mrs. Poppins here is gonna protect you, that's cute. That's very cute. The big boy maybe, but I'm not thinking he's like street smart enough to stay out of here. Hey, I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying you might need a little bit of street smarts. It's a thing you gotta need. It's something different. Doesn't mean you're dumb.
Do you have a fun nickname for Rain? Because so far we've got Mrs. Poppins and Big Boy.
And you're the red? Well, what
Oh, I
do we
forgot
have?
about that. Yeah. What do we have for this? What do we have for my other friend here?
Sticky.
Sorry, I don't like that one. I'm gonna
you gotta
continue to call her Rain.
Bye.
Drum think very bad with names.
Okay, thank you so much for your patronage. I think we're gonna go.
Well then, watch your back. They rolled a 19 intimidation.
Okay, yeah. Come here,
I
guys.
will growl and just turn around and pick up Cal and hold her in front of me as I like walk backward with some weird thing keeping me in between Reddy and Cal.
When you growl, Reddy hisses.
He just starts laughing. Yeah.
But they let you pass. You're on your way to Fishy, aren't you? So, you arrive at the address that Mr. Sled gave you. It's... How do I put this, like, eloquently? A hole in the ground. Like, there's a house, This is the number 17, this is the number 19, the number 18 is a hole in the ground. It's not even a nice hole, just a hole.
That's new.
Like, does it
Right?
look
You're
like?
smart. Have you heard of people who live in holes?
Yeah.
Does it look like you can see the bottom of it?
I mean, there's a pretty long ladder going down. You can't really see the bottom. It's pretty dark down there.
Literally underground.
See, this is why I said it's a bad idea to bring cat.
I
Why Drum
be
said
fine.
bad idea. All right. I'm not saying you will be fine. I'm just saying be careful.
I think we all need to be careful.
Agreed. Well, no sense in waiting around up here for something to happen. We came this far, we may as well get going.
Can I go with the middle?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll go first.
Stand
Drum
at
will
the
go
end.
first.
I'll stand at the end and make sure nothing catches us up here.
Right.
So you take the ladder down. You start climbing, and it's pitch black. Like that. This is spooky. You climb down and down. Like, Cal, this is the stuff your nightmares are made of. And you
Yeah,
can
I
be
don't have dark vision, so I can't see anything.
right. Who in here has dark vision?
I don't as well.
Drum has dark vision.
Rain also has dark vision.
You see at least like the things on the ladder you can climb on. That's great for you. And you also see that somewhere at the bottom there's a small shimmer of light waiting. But for everybody without dark vision, you're just climbing down into darkness. And
Let's
I'm
take
gonna
it
ask,
slow.
yeah,
Let's take it slow. Well, I'll have my hand up behind Cal to help her as I'm climbing with just one arm and my legs, just so that I have I'm ready to like catch like Cal or anybody else that falls.
good point, by the way. Like, the hole is really deep. How about an athletic check for that?
Could we do dexterity instead?
Acrobatics? If you tell me how you get down the ladder not by muscle but by being fancy, yeah, sure. What you gonna do?
Does Cal get
That's
advantage
a
because Drum is helping?
Yeah.
that's a natural 20 for a 25. Yeah.
That's okay. I got an 8, so you'll be happy with that.
With advantage.
Yeah.
What was
I'm
your first roll?
I got an 8 and a 3.
oof.
But
But that is why part of the reason why one of the arms is there, so that just as soon as John would notice that Cal is losing adhesion to the ladder, catch back of the dress, the belt, just hold her in place.
you You know what? I would like another athletic check for that too.
Okay.
So you catch them.
That is going to be a 16.
Yeah, that's enough to catch a 10-year-old person when they're falling down a ladder. Because they extremely sorry. Climbing a ladder is hard if you do it for a while. So you catch Cal before they can really go down the hole.
Thank you.
Job, think Cal did awesome job, but now Cal take break
We're at the
and
bit.
just kind of deposits, just like hold on to job.
It's a stranglehold around your neck from Cal's arms.
Meanwhile,
I'm good.
right above, you have like a Crawley just trying to like very awkwardly crawl down this ladder while holding up a torch, trying to be considerate of everyone who can't see. But this leads to it being quite an awkward stance. So their athletics was a 7.
Oh, fun!
Crawley with the little light.
I mean, Jock, you can try to catch another person.
Actually, I'm gonna. How big is this hole? Like wide?
Like 2 meters diameter.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty. Rain's gonna see that above her, Crawley started to like come loose, and she is going to put her feet on the wall and walk up the wall to Crawley
Excuse
Oh.
me, you're doing what?
and hold her against the ladder.
Oh, that's
You have my character sheet. I have spider climb.
spider walk. Oh,
Right, you have spider.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, totally.
And so you would see her sort of walking vertically on the wall at this point. She was taking the ladder, but in this moment just sticks onto the wall and walks up and braces.
Oh my god, a hunk of metal just falls on you.
Still, it's an acrobatic check to catch a fallen person.
That is a natural 19 plus 4, 23.
I'm just gonna go home. Yeah, you catch your mechanical Mary Poppins. I hope you're happy.
Easy. Get a grip. Here, I'll take this and she'll wrap her hand around the torch.
Thank you so much. Rain, I don't know if anybody would have been able to fix me if I did fall down. This is deadly.
I could.
You two okay?
We're gonna have a long time talk later, Cal, on how you picked up a lot of these skills.
Cal big smart.
So, with 2 of you nearly dying and getting saved because of spider climb and the power of muscle boy, you reach the bottom of the hole. And now also those of you without dark vision can see a small light shimmer at the end. Roll perception for me.
Everybody?
Everybody, yeah?
Whew.
22.
11.
That's a nat 1 for a 3.
Well, allow me to tell you that this is one of the best moments to have in that one, because you won't be hurt if you fail. But yeah, you just don't. Actually, you hear a bit of. You know what? No, in that one, I'm gonna use this as a story beat. You hear music, and you remember that music. And cold fills your bones as you remember that music at the last time you saw your parents.
Wait,
Does it sound like the bird?
Not the
What?
parent, the parents.
Oh, okay. Drone's bed.
Hey, what is Drum see? What is Drum remember? Because
You just
as
hear the music, and you have to think of your parents, and you get sad and you don't know why. So what did the other have?
I had 22.
You also hear music, really upbeat line dance music, with a musical number in loop and people talking. You hear the sounds of a nightclub.
Okay, I think Draw might have had a point. I shouldn't be here.
Well, it's a little too late
I-
now.
Drum did want to say Drum told you so. But
Yeah,
Drum
but
told you
not
so.
because of the fish thing, but because the club thing.
Club.
Yeah, there's a club here.
Well,
There's like a lot of music and talking and line dancing.
Music.
Yeah, it's by the light. If we go towards the light.
Drum don't hear no music.
and there's a quivering lip on the big paw.
And we don't otherwise hear any music, do we?
You hear a bit of noise, but you can't really make up if it's music or just it's humming to you, like it's just white noise. Doesn't make any sense. Not as much. By the way, Cal, you even hear the lyrics. It's something about oh hello, have we met before? Oh hello, I don't think, but sure.
Do I know this song?
It's a version of it is a school kid's rhyme. But this here sounds different.
Like, does it sound more adult in musical style? Does it sound okay?
Yeah. Also, you don't remember there being a line in the sense of "Why don't you come and I'll take a bite."
Ah. Cal puts their fingers in their ears.
You guys go up a bit of a underground tunnel, and after a while you don't need the torch anymore because there's light flashing in and out, and all of you hear the music now, the singing. Drog, maybe you were wrong. Maybe this isn't what you had in mind. Maybe you don't even know what you had in mind. You haven't thought of your parents like in forever. Like, of course you gotta come from somewhere, but like the parent, like Miko is your parent. Weird idea. Um, Still, you turn around a corner, and the dark turns into day as a million and million of electronic lights, and they are quite expensive. Fill the dark underground tunnel. You see red velvet and short and longer costumes all around. You see feathers. You smell this smoke of cigarettes. You found quite a little thing. And up on the stage, in a big, big, round, fish bowlish kind of tank, you see a merfolk person line dancing on her own and singing that song you just have been hearing. And I believe with that, you have found Fishy. And we will wrap for tonight.
Woo!
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So,
Let's go. Let's go.
let's go. Let's say one more round of all the players. Who are you? How can we find you? What are you doing? And what's your favorite animal? I don't know. Adi, let's start. Oh no, wait. Let's start with Kumi because you were last time.
Hello, everybody. It's
Let's
exciting to be in our
go.
first session. I can't wait for the next 3 episodes as well. What are we going to find in the upper lands? You can find me at Kumi Curiosities. I'll also be streaming over at the Low Mistresses channel a Sunday from now, not this Sunday, the next Sunday. But we are playing, is it called? Oh my God, I've forgotten the name of the source book. The Therosian one, the Greek one. This is the 3rd season. I should know this better. I'm sorry, but it's a great, great campaign. Go listen, go watch it. I'm also going to be coming out on the Infinite Tavern podcast. The Infinite Tavern's a little podcast group here in India, and they were just voted as finalists for the Crit Awards. So do check them out. It's really cool. They've been interviewing a lot of the people in the Indian community, and it's been awesome. Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you so much. Let's take it away, Kenzie. What's going on with you?
All right. Once again, my name is Kenzie Tartaglione. I run a podcast called Queer PG, and if you go check us out, we are premiering a new show on August 6th called Shades of the West. It's a horror western series using the Bard RPG system by Scriv the Bard, so that's going to be super fun. And my favorite animal is a cat.
Cats are awesome, and we love
I got,
cats.
I got that vibe. I got that vibe.
Dan, how about you?
Sure. Hi, once again. I am Dan Pixel, Pyxel. They, them. I am a actual play performer and TTRPG content creator. You can find a lot of my work over on TikTok. I'm currently working on a series over there, which is advice for players at a TTRPG table that are not acting advice. And I also stream, same name, Dan Pixel. Actually, you can find me anywhere on the internet as Dan Pixel. But I stream on Sundays for Emotional Damage Gaming and occasionally speedrunning. I'm a member of the Binary Breakers stream team, a group of speedrunners who work outside the gender binary. They just had a huge event this past weekend. You can still find the video up on their channel at Binary Breakers.
That was a lot, and now I'm a bit intimidated. Adi, come on, fill the silence.
Oh my God, the silence, which I filled very badly for the apparently for with the lack of a good mic, but hopefully Drum should come through a little more OG Drum in a more legible manner when I'm back home next week with or whether for the next episode when it happens. But hey, folks, I'm Adi MK. You can find me at Moonlight Creations on Instagram and audiobooks on YouTube. That's AADIOBOOKS. Not that I've done anything in particular, but hey, I'm Adi and I read audiobooks. So hey. audiobooks. And I am trying to make a lot of things. Right now, I'm finishing up a baking course where my next medium of choice is fondant, which is not pleasant to work with if you have large warm hands. Bloody nonsense just fucking melts you. Anyway, that's me. Cheers. This was an amazingly fun game. It was brilliant role playing with all of you. Thank you for the session.
Thank you so much. Steve, do you want to go first or shall I? Okay, hi everybody. I'm Laura Verena Stein, or the Bard with Many Names. You can find me on Twitch. I'm streaming some writing stuff. I'm a German screenwriter, actor, voice actor, and basically bitch for all things creative. You can find me here. I will be also DMing a 10-episode campaign on the Misadventurous League in September, so check that out if you have got a time. And I'm just so happy to be here with all these talented people, and I wish you a very pleasant evening. Even now, you?
Hello, hi. I was muted again, so that's great. But hi, hello. This is I, Steve. Also, the guy behind the thing. Very excited about how this turned out. This was great. So much fun. I have been jealous for the last whole week because I don't get to be in this game. This is the second game that we've done on the channel that I'm not a player. And I feel like that is really cool because it means that the channel is growing and I don't have to sub in for players all the time, which is really fucking fantastic if you think about it. But also means that I get to play less, which is not great. But, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I am so glad that I got to witness this fantastic roleplay. You were all great. Can't wait to see where the story develops and how we get to free Nico, or if they're actually the bad guy and they deserve to be put to death. It depends on what the vibe is. But yeah, you're all again fantastic. I had a lot of fun. I will let you go. Feel free to use the room to decompress or do anything else. That's perfectly fine. To everyone watching, this video will be up on YouTube sometime this week. Today is Tuesday, right? It's Wednesday morning. So before the end of the week, it'll be on YouTube, and we'll stick to the same schedule for uploading every week. Most likely a Friday? No, wait, Thursday, because Friday we have a game. So Thursday or Saturday, we'll figure it out. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go. You're all great again. I said that like 5 times, but like it matters this time. It counts. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Like nothing here would work without you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, anyway, we're going to go and we're going to go raid Jazz. Jazz is one of my closest friends. They are currently doing a mutual aid stream to help with moving fees because they're getting kicked out because the new EU rules UK rules are kind of bullshit. But yeah, so we're going to go show them some love. But for the rest of you, feel free to, again, use the room, decompress, vibe. And yeah, I will see you next week.